Hi, my name is Michael Wagner, and we're standing outside of a DX3 on the Freightliner M2 106 chassis with a Cummins L9, 360 horse, 1150 foot-pounds of torque. And we're going to go bumper to bumper and talk about all of the specifics on this motorhome. With me today, I have Dave from Truck Centers, and he is our Freightliner expert. Dave, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your expertise with the Freightliner?
Hi, I'm Dave Cloco. I work with Truck Centers Inc., the local Freightliner dealership in Elkhart, Indiana, that works directly with Dynamax, selling and supporting the M2 Freightliner product. I've been with the company now for 41 years. First 22 was in the service department, then moved to sales.
Well, perfect. Well, let's talk specifically about the chassis here while I have you. We are on the M2 106 chassis. Let's talk about some of the specifics on the M2 106 and what makes the DX3 unique.
So what makes the DX3 unique on the M2 106 chassis, again, as you mentioned, the Cummins L9 360 horse engine, 1150 foot-pounds of torque.
It'll tow 20,000 pounds, so it has greater towing capacity than our Europa, same amount of towing capacity as our DynaQuest XL, which is on the M2 112 chassis. We also have, talk a little bit about our configuration up here in the cab. We have what for a fuel tank configuration, and how is that different than some of the other motorhomes you may see?
So if we can take that around to the driver's side of the coach, we'll pick up there. The driver's side of the coach here, we have a 50-gallon fuel tank. Also on the passenger side, there's a 50-gallon tank, a 6-gallon DEF tank. Our diesel exhaust fluid tank, DEF tank, we burn about 4 to 5% to the fuel usage. The fuel tank is a dual feed, dual return system. In order to fill both tanks completely full if they're empty, we would require you to fill both left and right hand sides. With the dual feed, dual return system, if you would happen to fill one tank and not the other, with the engine running or driving down the road, it is going to balance your fuel back out equally.
Perfect. Let's take a look under the hood and let's go over some of the specifics here.
So on the hood on the M2 106 chassis, we have a torsion bar and a hood strut. Takes approximately 13 foot-pounds of effort to open the hood. Makes it an easy open and a soft close. With the soft close, when you're underneath checking your fluids on a pre-trip inspection, if a gust of wind happens to come up, potentially the hood will not slam closed on you. So underneath the hood on the M2 106, again, this is the Cummins L9, 360 horse, 1150 foot-pounds of torque. Underneath the hood, this is our oil check dipstick. All of our fuses and relays are in this compartment. This is our power steering fluid level, a visual check for fluid level. Water fuel separator. There is a light in the dash that will illuminate when you have water in your fuel. With the engine off, a proper container, you can drain. There's a drain valve in the bottom. Drain the water out of the filter, tighten it back up, start the engine, dispose of the fuel and water in a proper location. Also underneath the hood on the DX3, notice we have a Bilstein shock. That gives us a nice smooth ride on the front. And on the DX3, we also have the front sway bar. That helps tighten up the front, prevent some of the drift while you're driving down the road. Looking across the top of the engine, we can get our coolant reservoir, so we have a visual to make sure we have the proper level of coolant in there. That is extended life coolant. Also on this side, we have our battery post for jump starting, a positive and negative post. Anytime we are using these posts to jump start, we always want to connect at that location. Do not want to connect directly to the battery or any other power source underneath the hood. So looking at the right hand side of the chassis, we have our windshield washer reservoir, and we have a light that will illuminate in the dash as that fluid level depletes and gets to a low level. Also, we have our air dryer mounted up underneath the hood here with a spin-on filter. The air dryer is going to remove probably 90% of the moisture out of your air system. And again, looking underneath, we have the Bilstein front shocks on this coach. So on the right hand of the steering column, we have our gear selector stalk. The gear selector stalk, you can roll it into D for drive, neutral in the middle, or R for reverse in the back. This transmission can also be manually shifted by downshifting, pushing the lever down, or upshifting, pulling it up. Also, this is our Jake brake control switch, off, low, medium, and high. So we have a differential lock switch. That is going to lock our limited slip differential to make it a posi track. And this is an air suspension dump valve, which we can deflate the rear suspension prior to putting our leveling jacks down.
All right, thank you, Dave, for going over the DX3 in the M2 chassis. A lot of good information there. In the event of a warranty issue, what is the warranty and what's the best way to find that information or find a local place to get the warranty work done?
Good question. So the warranty on the M2 chassis is 2 years unlimited miles. That's Freightliner warranty. The Cummins L9 is going to have Cummins warranty. That'll be 5 years, 100,000 miles. Allison transmission warranty handled through Allison is 5 years unlimited miles. On our warranty registration form, once that warranty registration form is sent back to our dealership, which the information is provided on it, we will warranty register both the engine, transmission, and chassis. As far as dealer locations, we have an app. It's called the Smart Source app. There's a lot of information in here. Libraries, dealer locators. We have over 650 dealer locations across the United States and Canada, along with Truck Stops of America and Petros. They can now do some of our maintenance and service and warranty work.
Terrific. Well, thank you very much, Dave, for coming out today, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you.